Hello, balancing books and bedtimes, meeting the learning needs of mature student parents at Algonquin College. I'm Shannon McCarthy, and this is my Working with Adults presentation. The barrier for mature student parents is not motivation, it is time. This presentation traces that constraint from need to program design. The population, adult student parents balancing parenting, academics, and life. The community, Algonquin College. The gaps, supports are scattered and time consuming, and they take a lot of time for someone to access when they have a variety of needs. And my program will compile all the needs that parents have into a 6-week student parent success program. Who are mature students? My population is mature student parents, generally adults 25 years and older returning to college while raising dependent children. This is not a fringe group because 23.3% of Canadian post-secondary students are mature students and 34.4% of those students are raising children, and they also have higher withdrawal rates than traditional age students. 3 barriers and 4 learning needs. Sorella identifies 3 overlapping barriers: situational, juggling work and caregiving; institutional, services built around 9 to 5 schedules; and dispositional, the fear of not looking the part of a student. Through examining these barriers, I found 4 key learning needs: time management around family schedules, adult study strategies, self advocacy with faculty, and navigating the supports that already exist. My community is Algonquin College, Woodruff campus. Algonquin already has a strong base: free student learning center workshops on time management and test anxiety, free coaching, peer tutoring, counseling, and wellness groups, the Mature Student Blog, and on-campus early learning center for children 6 weeks to 4 years old, and the Algonquin Student Association, which unfortunately does not have any clubs for mature student parents at the moment, but you can actually make your own club if you're a student at Algonquin, which is pretty cool. Analysis and strengths. Those strengths are all very real, but every one of them is a general individualistic student support. None are programs designed specifically for the learning needs of student parents. There is no student parent club, no parent specific programming, and childcare is very limited and daytime only. The result is the person with the least available time ends up doing the most navigating. So the gap is not absence, it's fragmentation. Van Ryn's study of 270 Ontario mature students found exactly that. The problem was accessing supports, not their lack therefore of. My program integrates rather than duplicates. The Student Success Program, 6-week, 90-minute sessions, Friday evenings with a Saturday cohort. We'll have a hybrid delivery as well, with everything posted on Brightspace. So enrollment capped at 15 approximately to protect group trust, and free on-site childcare during in-person sessions, because childcare is the barrier that makes every other barrier worse. So to break it down, week 1, it'll be called I Can Do This, self-efficiency and goal setting. Week 2, where does the time go? Participants build a real weekly schedule around classes, children, work, and transit. Week 3, study smarter, active recall and studying in 15-minute chunks. Week 4, finding my village, mapping campus and Ottawa resources outside of the college, such as various subsidy programs that are available. Week 5, advocate for yourself. We will talk about the importance of attending classes, emailing instructors, and requesting accommodations, because when your professor does not know who you are and your unique needs and your situation, they cannot properly support you. And finally, in week 6, we'll hopefully wrap up feeling good and having made some peer connections along the way. And to boot, everyone leaves with a written success plan. Facilitation and activities. It is co-led by a counselor, and a peer facilitator who is also a student parent. Aguirre and Long found that peer mentors who share the caregiving experience help student parents persist. Sessions are workshop style, scenario cards, a live schedule build, and resource scavenger hunt, and rehearsed email drafting, a relaxed and enjoyable environment with snacks and refreshments. Resources and evaluation. Resources are low cost: a campus classroom, Zoom and Brightspace, a printed workbook, and childcare staffing. Beverages and snacks could be arranged as a potluck style item, choice item, like bring it if you choose. Evaluation is upgraded by design. Learning is measured by a pre and post self efficiency scale. The week 6 plan assessed against participants' own week 1 goals, and a week 12 follow up at the end of the semester to touch base with the group. Every choice is grounded. Knowles tells us adults need relevance and immediate application. So every activity uses participants' real lives. Kolb cycle structures each session. Self-directed learning drives the goal setting. And motivation stays intrinsic because every skill is useful the same week that it's taught. To summarize, mature student parents face real documented barriers. Algonquin supports are strong, but they're fragmented. And fragmentation costs time this population does not have. A 6-week childcare supported peer led program integrates what already exists into one place, where like minded people who are all in a similar boat can access valuable learning supports while building valuable peer connections. My takeaway is that advocating for adult learners often means connecting supports, not necessarily building new ones. Thank you. Here's my references: APA 7th edition. These sources help deepen my knowledge of adult learning theories. And these are my references from the research I did throughout the Algonquin College website as I navigated available resources. Thank you again for watching.